So guys, I'm thinking of doing chicken and rice and veggies for today's mukbang. I was considering making this pasta, which is the tortellini, but it'll still keep in the freezer for a little bit longer. Yeah, I'm not gonna make this. I'm gonna make this some other time. I have literally a serving left of it. I'm just kind of saving. I could also make this Red Baron pizza, but you know, I'm not doing that. I don't need pizza. I had Little Debbie's last night, and I didn't use that many of my calories. Like, I don't want everyone thinking that. I just don't want to eat unhealthy, and then get on the scale later and be like, oh, look what I did to my... I try not to get so critical of my body now, so if I do gain a little bit of my weight back, and then I start losing again, and then I gain a little bit, and then start losing again, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna, like, flip out about it. But what I'm gonna do, since you can see my fridge, my parents' fridge, I'm gonna get some cauliflower, some chicken, some rice. I'm gonna see if we have, like, cauliflower and broccoli mixed, but I'm also gonna use fresh cauliflower. And I think I'm gonna make a couple of these and have some salsa with them, with my veggies and chicken. So, you know, that's gonna be the thing that I'm making. So, I will try and show you the steps of that. Sorry for the close-up on my fucking acne. I hate acne. I hate it. Especially when you, like, get it, and I've already popped these. So, like, they won't go away. Fuck you, face. But anyways, I'm going to try and show you the steps of that, and hopefully it doesn't take too long, but I know I will have to thaw out chicken, and I will have to measure out the rice. See, I hate I have a feeling they mean a half a cup of dried rice. So I have sufficient blooper footage of me doing this now. So this is the rice, and it's about done. I just put the chicken and veggies in. There's green beans that were in the fridge that were left over from yesterday. I know there's a good chance if they're leftovers, no one's going to eat them later, so I'm going to heat those up in the microwave. And as I said, I have my nachos in the oven. The veggies are wrapped up, they're right there, and then I have my tortilla chips in there cooking to be my nacho chips. So, see you guys in the future. Guys, I figured out what I'm going to do for my nacho chip dip situation. I'm going to mix some of this cheese, because there's barely any sour cream in here. There's like a serving of sour cream. This cheese is really calorie dense. It tastes good, but like, I'm gonna get mac and cheese and make it, like shells and cheese and make it with this and see how it tastes, because I'm gross. I'm gonna mix a little bit of this salsa, a little bit of this in here with the sour cream, and that's gonna be my dip for my chips, because I'm not having as many nachos as I did before. But I figure if the chips are 150 for 2 of them, then I should probably keep the dip down to about that much as well. So I need a spoon, or a fork or something. You guys must enjoy listening to me fumble around in this kitchen, and am I the only one that does this, like licks this off? Sour cream is life. Probably enough of that. Okay, maybe a little more. Also, I don't necessarily want to have to heat the cheese up. Like, I have some calories left, and I figure I'll use them, like, wisely and stuff. So the rice is going to be, like, 140 calories. At least I think it is. Because, again, it's one of those boxes that doesn't say whether it's cooked or not that they want you to measure out. One time I took and I mixed up salsa, like this kind of like store-bought salsa, but the Tostitos brand. And I mixed it with taco meat. It was leftover taco meat or sloppy joe or something like that. It might have been sloppy joe. And I mixed that together. Let me tell you guys. It's gonna burp on me. I mean, it doesn't look good, does it? But I mean, like, I don't work at Tostitos, so I don't have like a giant vat. By the way, this cheese, I forget the brand of it. It came in a can, and if you're not watching your calories, you're not paying attention, you don't care, and you just want some good nacho cheese, they sell it at the Dollar General. And a can of it heated would go a long way because it would get heated and it would get more liquidy. And if you just want to have like a nacho night and just live on nachos for like a day, I recommend that cheese because it does taste good. And if you're one of those people that's fortunate enough to have a good body weight and a good body image, I mean, you are privileged, but I don't hate you for it. It smells like my tortillas are burning. Holy fuck. I officially fucked up my chips. I think I'm gonna eat them anyway, because you know what? I had some burnt edges on the other ones, and they tasted fine with this, you know, the combination of flavors. So, I'm gonna eat them anyway, once they cool down. So guys, my chicken and veggies is taking forever to cook, so I'm just gonna taste this rice. Which I already tasted a little bit of it. It tasted pretty good. Yeah, still pretty good. And I'm going to eat a few of these nachos. Look how I plated them, guys. Can't really see. I have a spoon there in case I needed to put the... See, that's the salsa, sour cream, and cheese mix, and then... Which I know it looks gross, I'm sorry. And those are the burnt chips. And I tried one and it does not taste bad. I had to leave my cat out. It's a little rainy today, but we have a porch and it has a roof. And it's not really cold out, like, and she's one of those cats that even if it was freezing, she gets so fluffy. Like, she goes from looking like this to looking like this. I really want to put cheese on one of these, like the mix here, and a little bit of rice, so I think I'm going to do that on this big one right here. Like, they were literally burning. You can see how dark they are on the bottom. And one got way darker than the other. Because you know how some nachos have rice too? Like, I'm only thinking of, like, places that put rice in there because they don't want to give you, like, the good stuff. That ain't bad. Literally fell out of my mouth. But not bad. Seriously though, guys. I'm hoping that chicken tastes good when it's done. I'm gonna put the rice off to the side now. And again, I don't want to use up all my, you know, like, stomach room on these nachos. But I probably will. Then again, I ate like 3 times this amount last night. I had the calories for it. Like, I know that if you actually look up the definition of mukbang, it says like an eating show where someone eats like a large portion of food. But I try to show, like, A, me making the food, and B, eat like a normal portion of food. Because I think part of people wanting to eat massive sizes of food is because they see people on TV and they see people in commercials eating these huge things. And, like, that's not, you know, your stomach, you're supposed to put enough in your stomach to fortify yourself nutritionally, but also fill your stomach. I'm guilty of overstuffing myself as well, so this is not me, like, looking down on anybody. But I do wonder if my upbringing had anything to do with my weight gain. This is not me blaming everyone in my life who, you know, helped me become the person I am for how I am. This is not me blaming them for my diet choices. But back in the day, I was, you know, I was a kid, and I made a video about this in my Someone Has to Say It. It's called Kids Know When They're Full. You know, it was one of those houses where kids are starving in Africa, finish what you're eating before you get up. And I overate. I would get seconds of something, and instead of getting a little bit more, or letting my food settle, instead of, you know, letting my food settle in my stomach and see if I was full or not, or if I could eat any more, because that's, isn't there something like, your brain realizes you're full after you actually are, or something like that? So that's why it's not good to, like, wolf food down. Or something like that. I'm getting a little more rice because I'm a pig. I don't eat, like, I don't eat rice a lot. It's not that I don't like it. It's just I don't, like, I'll get it to make a particular food. And I'll get, like, a whole box of it, or, because you can't buy, like, a single serving that I know of. Or maybe the store I live in here just doesn't sell single servings of things. But anyway, I'll get it and I just don't think of making it or cooking it. Now, I didn't add butter or anything to this. I put chili powder, garlic salt, and I think I put black pepper in it, but then again, I don't think I did. And none of those things is overpowering to the point of, like, making it taste gross. Okay, guys, now for the other portion of this mukbang, where I am eating chicken and veggies. And finishing my nachos, but I'm going to be eating the chicken and veggies first, and the rice. That was awkward. So guys, I decided to sit in a different place and eat my food. Even though it may not be the most awesome idea. Now I'm eating my veggies and my chicken. For like the third time now, guys, I'm gonna try and eat some of this food without choking on it. I took a bite, and I didn't, like, put too much in my mouth or anything like that. I don't know if it's because I'm drooling or something, or, like, I'm salivating in my mouth. But there was just, like, too much liquor. There was too much in my mouth. My body had the instinct to swallow, but I wasn't done chewing, and I wasn't ready to swallow yet mentally. And I don't know why. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand. And it's happening again. I mean, look at the chicken. The chicken's pretty good. I put the chicken, the broccoli, and the cauliflower. I wrapped them in foil. Put a little bit of water. Put a little bit of butter. Heated that up. Heated the rice up. I've already counted the calories for everything. And I have like 400 some calories left. And I ate Little Debbie's last night, so I'm gonna try to avoid anything like too sweet or too junky. That's why I'm like drinking water. The first clip where I was just eating the nachos and waiting for everything to cook, I was drinking cola, but it was Diet Cola, so it's 0 calories, and I literally only had 1 glass of it before it was done. Diet Pepsi's not that bad, but that's like knockoff, like store brand. It's the. Well, I can appreciate they're not using aspartame anymore. Like, it still has this like aftertaste to it. It wouldn't be as bad, but I was the only one drinking it, so I got sick of it. And I left this in the discussion, and I tweeted about it. I'm thinking about sometime in the future maybe saving like a couple, or just, planning in the future to give myself like 2,000 calories that day, and eating vegetables with like 1,000 of them, or, however many, and then drinking water so I don't have any like liquid calories, and then getting Little Debbie's and pulling them apart really slowly and like taking one bite out of them. I did one of a Star Crunch, which I'm going to put right here. Like, did you see that? To show you what I mean. And I want to do that with like a few different Little Debbie cakes or some kind of like snack food or something, but I am going to try and find somebody who is okay with eating them after I've taken a bite out of them or whatever, because I'm not eating the whole thing. Like, if I do it with like donuts, or if I do it with Little Debbie's, or if I do it with Tasty Cakes or something, I am most fucking definitely not going to sit there and eat them all, because that is a lot of calories. Like that Star Crunch you just saw, legit 300 calories. Let that sink in. And I used to get the chocolate chip sandwich cookies. They're like one of those oatmeal cream pie cookies, but there's chocolate chip cookies instead of the oatmeal cookies. And those are 390 calories, and I used to eat 2 of those and drink a can of tea, an Arizona tea, that was like 270 calories. So that's 600, 700, 800 for just the cookies, because they're almost 400 calories a piece, and 300 for the drink. That's 900, that's 1,000 calories, basically, for that. And I used to eat that along with like 2 meals, and the meals I was eating back then was not as healthy as this. So yeah, I used to eat a lot, even if what I ate didn't fill me up, even if what I ate didn't feel like it was, causing me any damage. The calorie content wasn't worth it. Another thing you have to realize when you get snack foods, the quality of the calories that you're eating. Like, you're more likely to feel energized, like you have some energy and some, whatever, if you eat vegetables, than if you sit there and eat something fatty and sugary that's horrible for you. And this may be completely dependent on how your body processes sugar. If you're diabetic, it's probably going to make you feel bad. If you're, really sensitive to sugar, you're probably also going to feel bad. Heck, there's some people that can't have caffeine at all because they can literally go into like a heart attack. Am I the only one that could not stand the bottom half of broccoli when they put it in like the steam bags? Like, you know what I mean? This fucking piece. It's not broccoli. It never was. It was a stem. If I pray for broccoli, I want the part of the broccoli that looks like this. Okay? I know that's cauliflower, but you know what I mean. Or that. I don't want the stem. That'd be like going to the fucking florist and being like, hey, I need a dozen roses. And they bring fucking a dozen sticks and say, well, these are roses. There's no roses on them. But they are roses. They came from a rose plant. That's not a fucking rose. And that's not fucking broccoli, in my opinion. When you type in broccoli online, you type in broccoli, picture. What comes up? The fucking stem of it? Or the fucking big round flowery looking thing? If you like that part of the broccoli, that's fine. I don't like that part of the cauliflower either. Someone's gonna come at me someday and be like, you're missing all the nutrition, Jess. There's like a puddle of liquid on my plate that I'm trying not to spill on my laptop. Because I know how bad that is. There's, like, but what I mean is, like, there's a puddle because there's so much juice. Well, I guess it would be broth now. From the chicken and the veggies and the rice. That, it's just formed this, like, puddle, this swamp on my plate. And I'm trying to let my rice, drip clean here because want to choke, basically. Another reason I like the part of the broccoli that's all, like, poofy, because I like vegetables to be crunchy. And some of you are going, but that part is crunchy. No. Not when you steam it. Not when you cook it in one of those steam bags. It gets chewy, it gets gummy, it gets waxy. It's kind of like if you, like, take corn and leave it in, like, have you ever gotten corn in a TV dinner and it just turned waxy in the microwave? Yeah. That's what those do anytime you ever cook them. And you would think that now, that broccoli is like a knockoff brand. It's like a, well, not a knockoff, it's just not like a brand that comes to mind when you think of, like, steamed vegetables. You think of, like, Jolly Green Giant, right? But it happens just as often with the fucking Jolly Green Giant vegetables. Because my mom gets those. And she gets the ones with cheese on them. She gets the broccoli with cheese on it for my dad because it's what he likes. So, you know, she tries to get him to eat some kind of vegetables. And there's just as many of those fucking stumps in there that nobody fucking wants. This stuff gets really juicy when you chew it up from being steamed. But I know it's not a bad thing because it means I'm getting a lot of hydration. But my brain's telling me, you're gonna choke, and it's causing me to get, like, nervous that I'm gonna choke. But I was trying to fill as much time eating this stuff as I did while I was eating the nachos and stuff, waiting for this stuff to cook. But yeah, let me know if you think I should do a video of the Little Debbies, like, pulling them apart and taking a bite. And I know I could get, like, the single pack of them, which is what I'm looking to do. Like, whatever I use, I'm looking to get, like, a single. Why doesn't Little Debbie and Tasty Cake make a variety box? They would make millions. Think about it. There'll be, like, they sell them at my supermarket in my town. It's a variety box of ice creams. Like, it'll have the, you know, fudgesicles, and the ones that aren't fudgesicles, they're white on the inside and then have chocolate on the outside. The ones that have, like, the crunchy stuff on the outside, it's like cake, cookie material. I think they're called eclairs or something. But that doesn't seem right because an eclair is like a donut, right? And then they'll have those, like, sundae cones, and it'll be like a variety pack of ice cream. If Little Debbie and Tasty Cake did that, like if they had, like, a box that had 2 Cosmic Brownies, and 2 Zebra Cakes, and 2, Star Crunches, and 2 oatmeal cream pies, and 2 chocolate chip cookie cream pies, someone would, like, there are people in this country that buy that shit up and literally just, they'd be like, yes, thank you, Little Debbie, for answering my prayer. Fun fact, though, I was on the Little Debbie Facebook page one day, and they were getting so much hate because, your stuff is so fattening, and it's so bad, and it made my grandma have a heart, like, shut up, it's Little Debbie. If you're gonna go hate on a snack food company, you need to get, like, a life, alright? And then there was a picture, because I was scrolling through the pictures, and there's a picture of the stuff they made with, like, those If you're not from America, you may not even know what I'm talking about. They have a certain kind of cake that is a banana flavored cake that has white cream in it. And it's like a sandwich. There's two, like, they're about that wide, about that thick, and they're about that long. And there's cream between them. And there's two of these in each one that you unwrap and eat. And what they did was they had pudding, and they had that, and they had, like, the vanilla wafer things, and those, and I think they had the strawberry shortcake swirly things that look like a Swiss roll, but they have strawberry and white cream in them. I feel like I have to burp or something, or yawn. I'm not yawning. But they made, like, a parfait layered thing with that, which that sounds so fattening. It sounded fattening back then. Like, it sounded like diabetes in a bowl to me back then, before I was dieting. Like, this was a year or so ago. But the comments were so hilarious. They're like, that looks so gross! And then the other half of the comments was like, that looks yummy! What's the recipe? I'm like, you don't need the recipe for this. No one needs the recipe for this. Just look at it, guess what's in it, and toss some shit in a bowl and serve it at a family reunion. I used to go to my family reunions when I was a kid, and I didn't really pay attention to the fact that everyone was really heavy. But when those people throughout my life slowly started dropping like flies, part of my brain clicked and I was like, I need to lose weight. Like, I just need to lose weight. I tried to pat down my rice to, like, get the water out of it. Didn't work. I'm gonna go now and finish eating. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I know I enjoyed filming it, even though I almost choked. I don't think I'm going to be putting that part in the video, though, because I didn't actually, like, choke. But I had to, like, stop and start chewing slower and stuff, and, like, yeah, I don't think I'm putting that in the video. But see you guys later. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out the links to my Patreon, my Mukbang playlist, and my rant playlist called Someone Has to Say It. Those are also on my channel's home thing. And I'm not sure if my channel has that little bell where you can get notifications when the person posts a new video, but if my channel has that, you should definitely click it. That way you're like one of the first people that knows when one of my videos is up. But yeah, I have noticed such growth in my subscribers and my views and everything. Guys, you have no idea how much I appreciate that. Like, every day I'm blown away whenever there's, like, a few more subscribers. And I know some people are like, I'm blown away because I got, like, 1,000 subscribers. And I'm happy for those people. But if that ever happened to me, I think I would have a heart attack. But I am so happy when I see even, like, 2 more subscribers. I'm like... And I'm so grateful for all the people that tune in to watch me just sit there and pile food into my face. But yeah. See you guys later. I have it seasoned with garlic salt, chili powder, salt and pepper. Maybe I didn't put pepper in it. I didn't put any butter or anything in it, even though it says you can do that for flavor, but... Ignore the fact that my fucking finger was in front of the lens the whole time. Garlic is done. The garlic. Fucking shit. So, who wants to watch me eat nachos while my chicken cooks for like 2 minutes?